What is up, everyone? Mike will be here in a minute. He was just here. But what's up, y'all? Yeah, we're here. So it's episode 206, and I don't even know what to tell you. But I am T. Mike will be back. This is not your average podcast in the 716. My voice is still on the mends, but I'm here. And that game sucked. That I don't even know what else to say, but that game was hotmess.com. Oh, if you didn't know, and maybe you're living underneath a rock, we lost to the Bengals 27.
They got me again, see?
I see. They got you again. Go ahead.
They got me again. I hate it, but I love it. Hello, everyone. Building Buffalo Network. Man, Bills Mafia. T.
Yep.
How you doing?
I'm doing.
Yeah, same answer, you know what I'm saying? But if y'all didn't know, you're about to get to know. I'm Mike, that's T. As always, anywhere we at, we in the place to be, Shop 143, and this is not your average podcast in the 716. You heard the name. Go Bills.
It's always go Bills, even on a day of
always go Bills.
Whatever is going on right now.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah. So I know I briefly cut out, so I didn't know what you were getting.
It's cool. I just said that. Well, that sucked. Like that game sucked. I live in Buffalo as well. And the vibe here is different. But like I was saying, the Bengals beat the Bills 27-10 in a kind of a snowstorm that makes no sense because they live in Buffalo. And I just thought the game just felt weird when I watched the game. Actually, before all of that, I said, I don't know, I think it's a little bit too much. Like, DeMar was there. I was like, maybe just a little bit overwhelming for these guys. I don't know. Hopefully they pull it out, but it just felt weird.
It did, and I didn't understand it because everything was, it was perfect in our eyes before the game started. Like, cool, snow. This is where we thrive at. Okay, DeMar here, cool. We in the vibe. Everything's good. We at home. We about to, put on a show. We didn't. We did not.
Yeah. And you know what? And I'm only here because we're doing this pod, right? But Monday, I was actually all right. And that's weird to me because I take these losses very kind of personal, but not to the fact that I can't function in life. You know what I mean? They're our team. We ride with our team. But I just didn't understand it. Like, they came out flat, no energy, they got outplayed. The crazy part, they got outcoached. Mike.
That was the number one that just hurt me because it felt like we were like an old school team and they were like this fresh new team with all this innovative stuff, and we were just getting like young boys the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
Listen here, young man.
Yeah.
It's just.
Hey, I know how y'all used to do it back in the day, but here now, that's what it felt like.
Yes. Like.
Yeah. What's up, Kim?
Hey, what's up, Kim? They did no adjustments. They were slow. Like, no energy. It was just. They came out.
Flat.
They played like Cincinnati played with so much energy and came down the field just like, this is nothing, guys. No, have it. No, go ahead.
This is easy. No, Mixon, you like some here? Like,
they made Nixon look like he was a top 5 running back.
top 3. That's what he looked like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shame, man.
It
Shame.
is. It is a shame.
I didn't
I
like it
mean,
one.
I don't like it because the way you, the last game is how it tells you about yourself.
Right.
It tells you about yourself.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say, I mean, I don't know. It just sucked. Our O-line. Listen, were there rookies in the Bengals? Oh, they had third strings in there because it didn't look like it.
Not at all. I mean, those offensive line dudes, they played like they were in there since the beginning of the season. Or that's what we made them look like.
We had no push on the O-line. The trenches was just gone. Like, it looked like a mess. Like, I don't even know how to explain this, but our O-line, I mean, Josh was getting killed, man.
It was every second, it was no, I don't know. I really don't. I can't really explain it. I don't know. You know, yeah, that's what Buffalo Bills, the Bills Mafia, we done been through tons this year, tons of emotional ups and downs, and I don't know. I mean, a rough year. You know what I'm
I
saying? A
think
rough year to say the least.
Roger Saffold said it best that they needed a break after that New England game. They needed a break. And they didn't get one. And it, and I don't want to make excuses for this team at all, because I just think there's bigger issues going on. And when you continue to put cover over cover over cover on something, there is an issue. And yes, we do understand that, Steve. Yes.
Right.
Yes. We get it. But my thing is this. I'm not here to say people should be fired. I think you need to take a strong look at what is going on defense, on offense. And we understand offense is what it was because Ken Dorsey is a first-year coach, offensive coordinator.
Right.
And we know we're going to have these bumps and bruises when it came to him. But this defense, bro.
I think if anything, I would think we need a little bit of new defensive schemes, to say the least. I mean, I know everybody loves Frazier, great guy and all, but
Everybody
I feel
loves
like
Chris
in
too.
this
What
day and
happened with
age,
that?
right, it did not work out. Yeah, I feel like he's and it was visible. He's too old school for this league right now. His defensive scheme is way too old school for this electric defensive schemes that people are coming up with these days. He don't he don't um he don't fit those schemes right now. He don't know what to do with these new offenses,
It's so predictable, Mike. It's so predictable. Like, not even that. Listen, really, okay, 13 seconds. I'll just say this. 13 seconds, it hurt. It hurt, right? We all felt that hurt with the 13 seconds. But they were in the game, Mike. They were in that game.
Right.
Houston, that sucked too. This one bothers me because there was no fight.
No, it was nothing.
Like, these guys were flat out done.
Yeah, it wasn't I don't know. It just the schemes weren't there. Like, that's when play calling was evident. That's crazy. Like, that was evident. Like, man, this ain't doing it like it was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't know. So the fallout, or the person, excuse me, who took the grunt of it is the safety coach. Just got fired. Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Is the safety coach the issue? So we're firing the safety coach. Gotcha. Okay. The safety coach. Nothing looking
Right.
at the defensive coordinator. We're not going to take a look at him. It was a safety coach. Okay. I mean, I don't know football, apparently. Because that's
Yeah,
defense
it was
scheme.
definitely yeah.
But yes, we do
It's
need
old.
dogs. Thurman Thomas
We do.
said, we're tired of little puppies. Let's get some dogs in here.
I mean, what can you say about it? You know what I'm saying? Like, it just don't. You know what I mean? It just don't make sense how this is a new day in this league. You've seen all these people throw all these schemes at him and the struggles that we had throughout the year, and it's like you didn't think to come up with anything for this game, anything that could be nothing. You just said, no, what we got is good, and let's
Yep.
just roll with it. No, you can't do this, especially in the playoffs, bro. This is the divisional round. What are you doing? This old stuff is not working. It was making us struggle during the year, so obviously you're
We,
supposed to spin it up, and nothing happened.
Mike, we almost lost against Miami. That
Right.
could you imagine going to the
Oh my God,
playoffs
going
and not getting out of the playoffs? I mean, not going to this, like you got bounced the first round, the wild card.
right, and it was close. We only won by a field
So,
goal.
hello. So that should have been like, all right, okay, listen. We just barely won that game. And they had
Yeah.
backups in there too. And they had a third string quarterback. And we couldn't even
Third,
get to the. It's so
yeah,
frustrating
third string.
sometimes. It is just
It's
so
crazy.
frustrating.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's right, Kim. Like it didn't make sense. The second string line, and there was no penetration. Pause. There was no, it just didn't seem like there were second strings anywhere. Everybody was all first stringers.
Joe Burrow gets the ball out faster than any quarterback in the league. He may be faster. I think he may be faster than Tom Brady.
Yeah,
And
period.
y'all
Period.
knew this.
And
Y'all
their
knew this.
schemes, follow that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Josh can get the ball out the fastest, but he ain't got nobody to throw it to because you gotta wait 5 seconds for somebody to get open.
And that's another problem with this offense. I mean, look, and I've said this before, every offense has checkdowns. It's either up to Josh to use them or not. And this is where I say that maybe you have to maybe reel Josh in, because the fact that, Josh, there's a check down there. You don't have to throw the ball way down the field. Live another day. There's a check down right in front of you. And who's the guy to reel Josh in? Because if it's not Ken Dorsey, who the freak is it?
And I don't feel like anybody was attempting to reel him in or anything. They were just leaving him over there. And it's like, no. And you see Diggs going over there like, fam, what are you doing?
And
Like,
we're going to get into that.
what is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Dang,
I
Frank
don't
Wright
know.
is in Carolina? Oh, snap. Okay.
Frank Wright in Carolina?
Okay.
I'm out here too. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
This kind of bothered me. I seen the play, and I know if you've probably been off of social media. The play was 3rd and 4. Did you see it? And the Bills were past the first down. They only needed 4. You're at 6-7. Tre'Davious White is past the first down. Bro, move up. Like, this bend don't break defense is freaking killing me.
I did see that. Yeah, when he was just way back, and it's like, why are you giving so much? Like, you can't do that. You can't do that. And it shows every time, fam, these are probably some of the best receivers in the league, bro. Like, you don't give them all that leeway. You got to make it hard for them. You know? When do we start pointing the finger at McDermott and Bean? they're untouchables. If we're I mean, they're
Um,
definitely gonna have a little reflect. Bean is cool. Bean is
good
cool
question.
because he's just a solid. Like McDermott, I feel like his energy is super low all the time during the game. He don't. I don't know. I feel like when somebody needs a pick me up, he's not that pick me up guy. Like as far as the energy level, he
Mm-hmm.
might got the words, but his energy level be like, why you not excited? Like why you not hyped, fam? Why you not in these players' faces getting them together? That's what they need. They need a leader.
I'll say this about when do we start pointing the fingers at McDermott and Bean. If this continues, if they continue to roll out that soft L defense, the bend don't break. If they don't hit on this draft this year, if you don't do what's necessary to make this defense a better defense, I listen. I love the fact you're top five defense in the regular season, but you're shit.
Yeah,
Excuse me, in the playoffs.
you have every right
So I'll give
because
you
that's the
2 more
key.
years where McDermott and Bean, they're going to have, because you cannot continue to, as a defense, allow people to just be comfortable going down the field.
Yeah, yeah,
You,
and because they were super comfortable in the snow. They were super comfortable at just disrespecting us at every level of the game.
I mean,
Yeah,
Brandon
yeah.
Bean is only
So
Brandon Bean will never throw his players, nor Sean. They won't throw their players underneath the bus. I get what you're saying about Spencer Brown. Spencer Brown, he was all right last year. Then he regressed big time. Josh was getting murdered because of Spencer Brown.
right,
So,
yeah,
I mean, again, questions are going to be had this offseason because you cannot roll out of a defense like that. You can't roll out a
yeah,
defense where you have backups playing in a playoff game and you get no pressure.
right, right. And when I said Bean is cool, I mean he can only see what he see. And if we look at the, if we break it down like Vaughn did, he was like we literally only lost 4 games out of 19.
Right.
So yeah, and I get what he was saying, but right now, those games in the beginning, they don't matter. It's about the playoffs and coming through for your team. And I feel like they dropped the ball on that one. So we
They
did have a
dropped
good
the
season, but man, they dropped the ball.
they dropped the ball. I mean, I don't know. Like we're going into this draft, and I could honestly say the picks that he picked up were Epinesa and Carlos Basham. They didn't work. You got to go out there and get some players. You have to. And please stop doing this rookie bull crap when you don't play your rookies. Because I am really tired of seeing Kyer Elam on the sideline when he may be your second best cornerback.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro,
It's like you gotta play who's on. Like, and you know what made me mad this year too is like they weren't giving Shakir any runs like he was supposed to get because out of everybody, him and Diggs got the most sure hands on the field.
and I understand.
And you
I
know,
understand a rookie wall. We get a rookie wall. We understand it. But when you're not even playing a rookie, ain't no wall.
ain't no wall.
We're,
They sitting down. Like ain't
like
no
it's.
wall. Like what do
I
you
felt
mean? Ain't no
like
wall.
Kyer was being punished because of what? Like,
Nothing.
in order for him to understand the scheme, you got to play him. In order for him
Yeah.
to get that burn, to get that run, you got to play him. Like these coddling of. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It don't make sense because no, you're good. It's because it was just the lack of adjustment this year. If I can say that in
Mm-hmm.
totality, it was the lack of adjustment. The because the ability is always there. It's the lack of noticing when to adjust, and when something's not working, you have to move on from it. And Frazier is just so gung ho on his schemes and all that, and it's like,
Yes.
especially with the play calling too, it's like, fam, if that's
He
not working, move on. Whatever's working, bleed it. Like
and
what?
he
What are
doesn't
we
want
doing?
to get out of that scheme. It's like a.
No, he
It's like.
doesn't. I
It's
don't
like
know.
arrogance. It's
Yeah.
like I'm not getting out of it, bro. It's not working. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to, bro. It's not working. Well, it
Yeah.
will. It's not working. Who says? Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit, and that's not good for the team
I
because
agree here.
everybody has different things they throw at you.
Right,
Oh
right,
yeah, yeah.
exactly.
We're gonna mess around, and let the Jets get somebody crazy, and we're gonna be screwed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we either got to get it together. We're gonna be right next to New England on the bottom,
Oof.
and that ain't cool. That
Yeah.
ain't cool at all.
I was just
You
talking
know?
about this, the buy, and then how they needed a buy.
Right.
But the last 2 years, they got a buy earlier in the season, and it messed with them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It did.
And we would have had that game. We would have had a break in between the
Oh,
games if the
if we
Bengals game didn't go our
listen, this is the thing. If we would have won against Minnesota, I think we would have
way.
had. I don't know if it coulda, woulda, shoulda. I don't know. That's
For
why
sure. For
games.
sure. Could have, would have, should have.
That's why games matter. Like in regular season games,
Mm-hmm.
regular season games matter.
Yes.
Sorry. Dang man, it just hurts a little
Yes.
bit. I like
Mm-hmm.
this. I
And
like this. I like this. He says, in order to learn, you need to fall. I like it.
facts. Facts, babe. Like in order to learn, you definitely have to fall. And I feel like if we learn anything from today, is if you don't change your scheme, others will. Like it seems like every other team is so good at adjusting when stuff comes up in their schemes, and it's like we don't move.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't move, and it's like no, nah, bruh. That is not how football works. Like it's not. That don't stop everybody.
Right. Right. Let me
You
ask you
know.
a question.
Come on.
Well,
Okay.
not a question here. How did you feel about the Dig situation?
What as far as his emotions?
About him leaving and not addressing the media? Because Diggs don't always address the media anyway. Um,
That's his business, man. That's it. I feel like you can't control nobody's emotions. And if I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to talk to you, and I don't have to. You seen it. I'm pissed. And if he would have been on the media, he would have said some wild stuff, and I
and you
already
would have,
know.
yep, and you would
So
have had sound bites from that.
in this forever, and it's like, no, you're not gonna watch me lose a horrible game and have sound bites on me. I'm going home.
But
You
this
know
is
what I
my
mean?
thing, Mike. Diggs, Diggs got that stuff with him, their diva stuff, which I totally hate that people do that to wide receivers. But if he's frustrated how the offense is going and how Diggs sometimes disappear in his offense, and we're frustrated and we're fans, I'm gonna give it to him because he's out here
Yeah.
working. He's putting in
Hmm.
this, and he's a competitor. I don't care. He has to answer to his teammates, and his teammates fine with it. I'm fine with it. I'm
Hmm.
fine with it. I don't care. If Josh Allen has a problem with it, he'll go to him and say it. Josh Allen had a problem in a few games when he was slamming his helmet. Y'all not really saying
Right.
too much about that, but the wide receivers get a
No,
lot of heat.
because it's
So
like if they if and I know in Diggs' mind, if you call me the number one receiver, bro, leave it up to me. Like throw me the ball. You know what I'm saying? Throw me the ball often, whatever. If nothing else is working, get it to me. And if I mess up, then it's on me. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if you see this dude going out there working hard every play, it's like at some point, bro, if y'all are a tandem like y'all say y'all are, it should be no question to throw it to your man and believe in him and let him figure it out. But to leave him on an island and just not address things during the game and not speak during the game, I hate that. I hate that. I hate it so much
Yeah, I
because
do
you
too.
need to address things on site. You know what I'm saying? You need to address things
Mm-hmm.
on site.
Yeah.
You can't throw screens at all. Yeah, see the route run away. Dallas
Yeah, it's the same old,
Davis,
same old.
Allen. Yeah, yep.
This is the
Hey,
this is the
same old, man.
this is their offensive scheme. Go straight down the field, meet you in the middle, Josh will find you. Like
Yeah.
we've had wide receivers in same areas this year. Like, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing here?
What
Why
are
is
we
there two
doing?
wide receivers right here, guys? Come on, like it's just
Neither
oh
one
my.
of them get the ball neither. So it's like,
They look at
you
each other
know,
like, I thought you was
yeah,
getting
you're
that.
right. Diggs should get 15 plus a game. That's off. That's off rip. Like you
No,
shouldn't even think about it. You shouldn't even think about it. Because all these other number one receivers that's around here, they don't have games where they don't get the ball. What are you
that's what I'm
talking about?
saying.
They get looks.
Yeah,
Major
he should
looks.
never be. You should never be this. And I'm pretty sure this season fans has been. Is Diggs hurt? Because I haven't seen him.
Yeah. The whole game. I haven't
Like
seen him. He ain't did nothing. He ain't got the ball, nothing. Is he hurt? Is he down? Are they protecting him? No.
right. Like how are you saying that Diggs is good first two quarters and in third quarter you don't even target him? In the fourth quarter you give him two and you're like, was he hurt in third quarter? Did he come off the bench? Did he come off the field? What is going on? That's an
Yeah.
issue, man.
It's just a lot of things. That's a
This
huge issue.
offseason
It's a
is
lot of stuff
going
that
to
goes
be.
into it.
Oof, I'm sorry.
It's gonna be something.
It
It's gonna
is.
be nasty because and first in off season, I don't know. I hate like even thinking of moves and stuff like that. But it's like, bro,
And
at the end of the day, if you're a leader, like a lot of this stuff definitely is on Allen's shoulders. If you're a leader, you got to be able to, like Tom, right? Tom be out there. It's sometimes Tom will call a whole quarter himself. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because he don't see what they seeing, and it's like, no, I'm out here. I know what it is. I'm going to be a leader. Switch this up. You know what I'm saying? And figure out what's going on. And good quarterbacks do that. And it's like it don't seem like I don't know. Our MVP was not very MVP-ish this year.
And at what point do we put some blame? I get it. We're putting all the blame on Ken Dorsey, but at what point do we put that blame on Josh too? Though Josh has to take
No,
the equal blame as well.
he does. He does. You gotta notice them checkdowns. You gotta notice what works and what don't. You gotta notice defenses, and sometimes he do. Sometimes, a lot of times he don't. And it's like at some point, bro, I get what they be saying. Yeah, the plays will work or whatever, but you gotta know you out there every day. You gotta know some of that stuff don't work, and what does, you gotta switch it up for your players, for the people in the crowd. Don't just let it fall on the Dorsey's shoulders. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, come on now.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, that's a
That's
factor.
crazy
Yeah,
for a number one
that's
wide receiver.
crazy.
That's crazy.
You get 4 questions in the first quarter, and then you end up with just six to end the game. What? What?
We're not even running the ball like that. That he needs to be having that stat.
No.
Like it's like they did this. He's at 100. Cut him off. Like
Yeah. Okay, he's tapped. All right, let's move on to somebody else. No, that man should end up with 300 yards that game.
yes, that made no
I know I'd have
sense.
gave it to him.
Yeah,
Diggs ready and willing every play to put his all into these plays, man. It hurts. it hurts. It hurt to watch that game. It hurt to
Mm-hmm.
see such a fresh Bengals team against an old ass Bills team.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and no, we need some youth in our coaching rooms. I don't know if anybody agrees with me. We need some youth, man. We need some youth in our coaching rooms, in
We
our
need some
defensive
dogs.
coaching room. Let's start
We
there.
need some dogs for sure.
Oh yeah,
Let me
we need
ask you this
somebody
then.
to be able to pull the dog out. You feel me?
Yes. So
Yeah.
that being said,
hmm
do you think this team is soft?
I think their approach is soft.
Okay.
I don't think the team is soft. I feel like their approach is soft. I feel like the way they try to go through these plays is soft. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Mm-hmm.
bad.
Yeah.
It is all bad, And it's like, come on, bro. This can't be life. You got to know that those games that we do come out strong, we are victorious, and it's an easy flow. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, just like Charmin.
I love it.
Fact. That's a
Um,
fact. I don't know.
but
Frustration is one of the
it
words.
is. It's definitely frustrating. The Bills were the second team. We're second in the league with dropping passes. That's crazy.
Mm,
And I get it. Allen throws a lot, but still, that's crazy. That's crazy.
that's crazy. And we have like
Uh,
the most. Yeah, it's just stats that you should never hear from this way.
because we're at regular season 13-3. 13-3. And we wouldn't be sitting here and talking about this unless, like, the way they lost, it burns people because it was like you never showed up. You never showed
Never.
up to that game. You were
Not
done
1 second.
before
They were still
the
alive.
second or the first quarter. Like
Oh yeah.
Matt Milano said it.
Yeah.
We had no energy. No
No,
energy.
just didn't make
It's
sense.
Oh man, it
Mm,
just sucks because this is your last game, and this is what people are going to know you for. As fans, we're going to be like, this whole off season, we're going to be
right.
reacting on the last game that we've seen the Buffalo Bills play,
Yeah.
and it wasn't pretty.
No. Not 1 second. And it's
And I
like,
know we're not in a
man,
rebuilding stage. We're not a rebuilding team. We're not there.
no, 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 we're not in that spot. It's
Yeah.
just we have to reconfigure. How about that?
Yes, I like that.
Reconfigure. Yeah.
We got to get
And I
away.
don't care what nobody says. I don't care what nobody say. Get rid of old ass Frazier and we'll be fine.
I am
I
really
said it.
tired of the bend don't break defense. I'm with
Yeah.
you, like
Hey, that shit broke. Excuse my language. It's broken. Then don't break my ass. It was terrible. I can't stand his old ass. Get him out of here. Okay, that was my rant. I'm sorry,
you
T.
all right?
Woo!
You good now?
Let me get a sip of water. Woo! Woo!
I think everybody feels the pain. I think everybody understands it. I think everybody
Okay.
understands.
Okay.
We got,
Everybody got it.
yeah. This
Yeah.
offseason is gonna be the draft is gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge. And Brandon Bean, please do not take a defensive player in the first Mike. If this man
We don't
takes
need it. We don't need it. We don't need it. We don't, and I told you what we need. It's obvious what we need. We need to be able to call on the fly. It can't be the first half is all the same plays and we can't adjust to nothing like that. These dudes are ready and able to go crazy, but they feel like I would get discouraged. All the stupid plays they be calling, I would get discouraged because it's like, bro, you know this ain't gonna work. You know this ain't gonna work.
More weapons for Josh. You need to get some O linemen. You need safeties. And look, free agency is going to be something as well. So I'm going to try to woos out his thing because Brandon Bean,
Lord.
do not get a D lineman for your first pick.
Slick talking ass, okay? You ain't gonna do me like that this time, sir. Okay?
But
no. We need every person we pick up should be an O lineman.
Yeah. There needs to be something.
Yeah.
And you know what's so crazy? I was pulling so hard for Rogers Saffold. It was pathetic. He was a Pro Bowler, and then came to Buffalo and just became a bowl. Like, I don't even know.
A bowl.
I don't know.
A bowl. I don't know, man. I feel like I don't. Who knows? Who knows? Was it the calling? Was it the end? Whatever. It all looked nasty. Whatever it was.
When I say
looked terrible.
When I say this, I'm trying not to cough. When I say this about wide receivers, D linemen, O linemen, safeties, I'm not necessarily saying rebuild. We know what the Bills know what they need when it comes to their offense and their defense.
Right.
We have D-line, we have O linemen that was hurt. Hopefully they're back.
Yeah.
And when it comes to our D linemen, our defense, I don't know. Like, I'm at a loss for words when it comes to Russo, Boogie Basham, Ed Oliver. Our boy didn't play. Daquan Jones didn't play that game.
Yeah,
and he's a major factor when it comes to that line because he takes up two defenders. I mean, two linemen. I mean, O linemen.
Yeah. And so I feel like we have what we need on defense. I feel like the ability to adjust when need to be is not there, right? Because I feel like these dudes have shown throughout the year that they ain't nothing to be messed with. You know what I'm saying? When the scheme fits the team, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But when the scheme don't fit the team, they still got to roll, right? But then that makes them look like crap because it's like, the scheme ain't gonna fit this team, but when you say bend don't break, right? Yeah. So now I'm looking like a star on some team, but then the other team I'm looking like a bum, and it's like because we ain't adjusted. It's gonna be like that. You can't do the same layup on every dude and expect it to work. It's some dudes that gonna know what you're doing, and they're gonna make you look like a fool.
And I think that's what's going on. So I think everybody knows
that's what's going on.
Leslie Frazier's defense, and it's just predictable. Like I said, it's predictable.
That 87 defense, you got to get out of here with that.
Yeah. Again, you are remembered by how you play your last game. But let's go around the league for a little bit. And I'm not going to talk about those games because the games was the games. Like, it's after our game, I actually stopped watching games. Like, I just was done watching kind of football. But it came out for Coach of the Year. We got Sean McDermott in there. And we'll see. And also, it came out MVP, and Josh is on there. I don't expect neither one to win, but thank you for putting them on the list.
Yeah, appreciate you.
That's how I feel about that. Great that you put them on there.
Yeah.
But it sucks, and we're not going to stop doing content. We're going to be still doing content in the off season. Mike and I are going to brainstorm on what some things that we're going to bring back because it's the off season and football at some point will be dying down. So we're probably going to bring back question of the week like we normally do. We did last time.
Mm-hmm.
some music that we did. We're gonna be doing a bunch of little stuff. So continue to watch,
we're gonna
guys.
spice it up.
Yeah, we're gonna do our hot takes, all that, all of that.
Yep.
So yeah, continue to watch, and we thank you guys for tuning in always on a Thursday at 2 with our crazy hot takes. I don't have a hot take this week. We're not playing, and I don't care about no other teams, to be quite honest.
I don't care about none of that. Like, I don't care about no hot. Hey, I don't care who wins. I hope they disqualify all of you. I'm that dude. Yeah, yep, sure do. I don't care. Stub your toe. See if I care.
God, you're making me die over here. You said I don't care about none of you.
Yep, stub your toe.
Yeah, I don't care. Like the two worst teams. Like I don't really like Kansas City. Period. So that's that. Right. And I recently stopped liking the Bengals because of the bull crap that you guys are doing. So that's just that. I hope it ends in tie. And I don't know if you can end in tie, but you can't end in tie in that game. But I used to like you, Bengals. And then now some of your fan bases just screw that up with the DeMar Hamlin double body. Like, stop. Come on. Like,
it's wild.
It's
and that's how you know. That's how you. But it's things like that come back around. So I feel like what? Hey man, I hope you enjoyed that and all that because hey, when your team shits the bed, it'll be on you.
All right.
God bless. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a fact. Like for their fans to do that after he was in Cincinnati and all the staff and stuff like that were so on top of things and taking care of DeMar, and you want to go that route? Like, come on, fam. I don't know. Some people are just beside themselves.
That's funny.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Yeah.
I hope there's a major cheating scandal with the refs.
Ooh, all the refs been gambling the whole year?
Wow. That's nasty.
I'm with that.
I'm with it too.
That's nasty and it's possible. It's possible.
I love it. So, Mike, get us out of here. Yeah. Again, guys, thank you for this year. It was fabulous. Like,
thank you.
Had somebody from Ireland, right?
Right. It was Ireland. Yeah. That Ireland. Was deep. Like, Mexico. Just to see where we were and where we are, like the growth that we've experienced. This is so cool. We appreciate all of y'all for tuning in and just listen to us shoot the shit about the Bills, man. We love that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's crazy. Oh yeah, Eli Apple's always. I can't with him.
He's gonna get eaten anyway.
He's an ignorant fella.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's all good.
Yes.
But we appreciate all of you guys. Appreciate you, T.
Thank you, sir.
A crazy ride. You know what I'm saying? And this year has been crazy, but stay tuned, everybody, for the things we got going on this off season. We're gonna keep it spicy. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely, Kim. And thank you for always being here with us. We appreciate you for sure. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you. And man, we about to get up out of here, man. So keep it locked. Not Your Average Podcast ain't going nowhere. We just gonna keep it popping. So keep it tuned in. As always, if you didn't know, I don't know what you was doing, but here you go. I'm Mike. That's T. Everywhere we be, it's Shot 143, and this has been Not Your Average Podcast in the 716. You heard the name.
You heard
it. As always,
go Bills. Peace, y'all.
Always.